Vince McMahon remains one of the biggest names in the pro wrestling world. He managed to draw the ire of many thanks to his hush money scandal last year. Despite the controversy, McMahon returned to his role as executive chairman of WWE earlier this year and was seen backstage on a recent episode of Raw. In fact, Vince McMahon could also appear at WrestleMania 39. The return of Vince McMahon to WWE Raw earlier this month made a lot of fans interested, particularly given the special nature of the night. On the night of John Cena's return, it was not really a big surprise to see Vince McMahon backstage. As previously reported, Vince McMahon's recent appearance at WWE Raw was primarily to visit John Cena backstage. In addition to that, it was noted that he was not involved in any creative decisions at all. According to a report from Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated, Vince McMahon's visit was more than just a random visit, as it could have been a way for him to get back into the thick of things. McMahon purposely stayed out of the way and made sure that people knew he was not involved. He sat front and center at the gorilla position, between WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H and WWE Executive Director of CWT Bruce Pritchard, but did not wear a headset and spent a large portion of the night on his phone. When wrestlers went over to Triple H for feedback after their segments, McMahon hardly raised his head and never offered any insight. Justin Barrasso speculated that McMahon's Raw return was part of a bigger plan and a prelude to him being at WrestleMania 39. Barrasso described McMahon's appearance as a chess move, and noted that it served as a way for McMahon to check in with returning star John Cena, who has been absent from WWE for several months. Barrasso also speculated that we will see more of McMahon on the road to WrestleMania 39. McMahon's return was a chess move. More than just an opportunity to check in with the returning Cena, he had a motive attached to his return, and it is undoubtedly part of a plan. There are endless options as to what McMahon's appearance at Raw could mean, but the only certainty from my perspective is that it will serve as a prelude to McMahon going to WrestleMania and being back on site for WWE's signature event. Barrasso suggested that McMahon's laid-back approach at Raw could be part of a larger strategy, and that being on site for WrestleMania may only be a small part of his plans. McMahon's appearance in Boston laid the groundwork for him to show up at television tapings more frequently if he chooses. This laid-back approach could be read as part of McMahon's strategy. Being on site for WrestleMania may be part of his motive, but it is more likely only a part of his plans. Plus, for McMahon, that appearance in Boston laid the groundwork. He can now show up at television tapings more frequently if he chooses. For what it is worth, McMahon was not present in Raw this week in Providence. The appearance at Raw in Boston was a first move, so it cannot be properly or fully analyzed until further steps are taken. There are simply too many variables at play not to be speculative. But it is easy to speculate that Boston will not be McMahon's final Raw before WrestleMania. We will have to wait and see whether Vince McMahon will end up appearing at WrestleMania 39. For the time being, fans simply want him as far away from meddling with WWE's activities as possible. Do you think Vince McMahon is back in creative? Will he be appearing at WrestleMania 39? Sound off in the comments. For more information, subscribe to the All News WWE channel. See you later.